The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
I feel like we've become closer, Max. We might not share ideology, but I think you're a good guy and I want to help you. We're friends. We don't have to braid each other's hair or anything, but we're friends. So this is obviously Devil's Peak up here, and it's sort of on the way to Cascadia. But Nyoka specifically asked that we find her friend's grave before we go there, so I'm going to leave Devil's Peak for last.
I shipped with a merc who had a gun like yours, Nyoka. He polished it, sang to it, slept with it. Not like that, as far as I know.
Sounds like he had himself a discerning palate. Where are you going with this?
He couldn't hit the broadside of an assault cruiser, hence the tin shredder.
Wouldn't be the first man I met bearing compensation for his lack of skill. Here we go!
Nice one!
That's the last of them. Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending.
We need to go in there though. And even if we didn't, my curiosity would demand it.
Nice work!
That's the last of them.
An eye patch. That would probably suit you, Ellie. A data cartridge found in the remains of an old outpost on Monarch. Given the rust, the sulfur degradation, and the years spent sitting in dirt and dust, it'll be a miracle if anything can be found on it. Still, Zora would be interested to see it. This substation has been decommissioned following the closure of Work Order UDL-211. Communications functionality has been disabled. Logs and messages have been archived. Status Report 1. Tunnels are in. Cables are laid. Devil's Peak is receiving, but we're waiting on signal confirmation from the outposts. This whole place stinks of sulfur. We should have brought masks. I'm sure I heard something in the caverns beneath the tower. Something's living there. Here's hoping we don't unsettle it, or else that place ain't gonna be safe for our cable guys. Status Report 2. We've got signal from Amber Heights, Stella Bay and Cascadia. Still waiting on word from Bayside Terrace and Aurora Ridge. I ought to note that I was right about those caverns. They ain't safe. Some kind of, hell, I don't know. A big thing with claws. I ain't an animal scientist. Can't wait to get the hell off this rock. Closure of Work Order UDL-211. Work Order UDL-211 has been completed. This substation will now be disabled and closed off. It should be noted that the lead engineer, Franklin Wolkovich, has perished due to a workplace accident involving hostile wildlife in the Devil's Peak Caverns. It should be further noted that Mr. Wolkovich's complaints regarding the dangers of the Terra 1 wildlife have been redacted. Wow. Halcyon Referendum 207, Terra 1 Hazard Clause. Okay, I've read this already. Manual log entry. Gonna die for this damn fool errand, I know it. He said Amber Heights was gonna have more bits than we can spend, but those suited morons up and spent it all for us. Books and vases and pretty shit. You can't eat a fork and book. Look at us now. Of all the closets to coop up in and lick our wounds, we had to choose the one that's set to lock itself up. Feel like a marauder, digging at the walls like this, but we gotta get out before we starve. It ain't possible, but Nelson over there's trying to keep our spirits up and I don't got the energy to fight him on it. Screw that Bryant fella, eyes bigger than his fork and stomach. Nelson, the one from Fallbrook. What's that over there?
Ready for more.
I've got to know. Ow. It wasn't worth it. Ah, this is the place Ash wanted me to check out. Someone left a ledger with a list of names likely members of the unit that used this outpost. Some names, like a Lamont and a Delilah, are at the top of the list. Some names are crossed off, only to be added later, as if that person left and rejoined. Of peculiar note is that the name Ash is nowhere to be found. From Delilah. PJ says you bought tickets for all of us. You didn't have to do that. I owe you. I don't know that I'll ever be able to pay you back, but thank you. D. From Lamont. D, don't mention it. I'm attaching cords for the waterfall camp. Grab your gear and meet us there by sunup. We're finally getting off this hellhole. A. Okay, there were coordinates. Just over there. Well, there's the waterfall.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Other's the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat. Here we go! Nail them bastards! That's how it's done, Captain.
There's something there in the mist. Ah, this'll be the sewers into the Borst factory.
Making it look easy.
Oh, it's up there. can't see anyone. Ow. Oh dear. The remnants of these bones show the telltale signs of a mantisaur attack. Powerful jaws have crushed the skulls, while weathering on some of the fragments suggests passage through some beast's digestive tract. Amidst the dirt, you find a small lockbox that matches the description given by Ash.
Food poisoning is one of the leading causes of death in Halcyon. Not surprising when you see these places from the inside.
I really would like to meet Clive before making a decision on this. Hello, can we talk? They don't want to talk to me. Maybe there's another entrance. It's unlocked, but they're probably gonna shoot me if I go in.
The caves back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
Oh yeah, it does look like horns.
Ah, this factory offers the loveliest aromas. Like if you cook borscht over a sulfur pit.
Looks like we're gonna have to sneak in. I don't know how dirty it's going to be in here, but we can always turn back. So far, so good.
They'll never see us.
Is this mud or poo? Oh geez, I'm not very hidden here.
Halt.
Oop. No one here, your sensors are malfunctioning. I wonder if they have an ID I could take. Easy does it. Nice, just what I wanted.
Greetings. Authorized personnel.
Yep, that's me. Greetings, authorized user. The king would like to remind you to please clock out before documenting your daily shift in 15-minute increments. Do not forget to clock back in when returning to work for your next 23-hour shift. If you would like to file a complaint, please immediately report to the king to receive an infraction on your performance. I don't want to say I told you so, but I did message you that the writing was on the wall back in April. Did I not? Which, if you remember, is one of the reasons I begged you to please hurry in your decision making, which inadvertently and unfortunately stoked your ire at me for rushing you. But now everything I feared is coming to pass. C&P's abandoned Monarch with the others. The factory's in working order, but less and less of us keep showing up for shifts. Cause what's the point, really? Never got my last 2-bit carts for wages owed, which means I can't pay rent, Aggie, let alone sponsor your wastrel of a cousin's gambling habits. I know how you titter it away whenever I raise these sorts of concerns, but I'm not joking, Aggie. It's only a matter of time before I'm plumb out in the streets. What are you going to do then? Keep telling me to wait? I can't. The next ferry's scheduled for Thursday at 2 o'clock. I'll be on it, and I'd like you to join me. If you do, then I'll have your answer at last. If not, then I guess I'll have an answer the same. Either way, I won't be waiting for another month on end. See you at the ferry platform, I hope. Yours in heart if not body, Fitz. Shift Report 84. Wow, they really do have to report in every 15 minutes. Clive, what are your thoughts on that clog? Can't be a Raptidon, weren't no scales. And there ain't enough cysts for it to have been a wayward pig. But I'll be damned if I ever seen vermin so large. I'll admit I was skeptical when you called me and the fellas back to the factory, like we were gonna run it rogue. Well, I guess we did, but you were right. There was money ripe for the picking, even without C&P's umbrella, and I just want you to know, I appreciate what you did. For each of us. P.S. Best have maintenance check the grating on the vents. That's the second clog this month. Okay, well he's making them work 23-hour shifts, so I'm not feeling great about him so far. I need to reset my shroud. Oh, being in here is enough. Greetings, authorized personnel. The king would like to remind you of the following message, begin block quote. The Cystypigs get 5 cans of Borsk per meal, per day, each. Not 4, not 6, not 10. That is 5, precisely. And I don't care how much they squeal at you or how pathetic looking their sad little eyes are, if you over or under feed my stock I will carve each of your limbs away then run your shrieking body through the machine. Dreadful slow. He's feeding the pigs to themselves? I could overdose the pigs, but I don't want to hurt them. Inventory log passed. That's a lot of cans. Inventory log present.
Remember, your needs have been provided for.
Maintenance logs. Clog in the machinery consisted of the following composition: 16% adipose tissues, 15% bone, 40% to indeterminate percentage sinew, hair, hemoglobin, and other organic materials. Would you like to run a deeper diagnostic? Processing keystrokes. No, 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 no. Authorization approved. Resuming deep cleansing cycle. Dictating memoranda from authorized user. Control room operator. Begin block quote. Oh, for piss and plasma, I ain't input. Start recording. Now did I? No, you stupid piece of shrapnel computer. I was only saying how it irks me when the others filch my lunch, pea-free butter and purpleberry jelly, I'll have you know, not Boston for good reason, and while they're gorging, they got the nerve to fart and waggle their middle fingers at me from the factory floor. Cause they know, I can't go down there till the shift break. And by then it's too late. Tell you what though, I'm tempted, alright, to use the Sentry Automech's new pink slip protocol to terminate each and every one of them. Won't be wagging their middle fingers then, now would they? So I could enable this pink slip protocol and kill everyone. I don't know anything about them, I don't want to kill them. And I've brought an elevator down. Required advisory message: remember, when meeting with the king, do not initiate conversation, avoid eye contact, respond respectfully when addressed, and above all else, do not provide any provocation for which to be canned. Is this the elevator? Not sure where it would be. Should I say anything? I'm not sure what I would even say. I wonder if I could get everyone to leave or something. Attention everyone, I have an important announcement.
Wow, what's going on?
The king would like to invite you for dinner.
Like I don't know what that means. Not only no, but void no. I quit. And he can keep my final paycheck.
Okay. Which one was that? Wait, are they all leaving? Well, that was easy. If I enable that protocol, would the mechanicals fight each other? Probably not.
Unexpected.
I certainly have nothing against fighting 'em, but if there is anyone left in here, I don't want them to hear it. Don't ask me more about it. Not where he can hear us. Had to sneak this onto your datapad. Delete after reading. Just be careful. All I know is Tammy spied Slaughterhouse Clive feeding the Cysties some questionable meat. Awful bloody with bones poking out of it. Says later she found a hand in the trough. She screamed. Now Tammy's been downsized too. And the pigs keep getting fatter. Are they feeding people to the pigs? And I told them all they were invited to dinner. Elevator, hello.
Whoa now. And just what do you figure you're doing up here? These are my private quarters, friend. I don't allow tours up here. I don't allow tours ever on deeper consideration.
You've got blood on your shirt, right there, no, lower.
Certain things require a mess to do well. See, I was just killing some time. I prefer to prepare my dinner by my own hand. Nothing like fresh and bloody Borstwurst.
Those parts are from Cystypigs.
I do own a factory known for specializing in the canning of Borstwurst. On occasion, I like to imbibe other parts of the Cystypig. Did you fancy me a cannibal? Perish the thought. No, I don't eat the bodies, I disappear. A joke, that last was. So, what can I do for you? My full attention is at your disposal.
I'm not saying you shouldn't vex this guy, but if you do, it's been nice knowing you.
While I approve of your associate's cautious nature, I still teeter on the verge of losing my patience. Let us move forward with the present proceedings.
Give me a moment. Okay.
Why do you yet linger? I don't suppose you wish to join me for a meal.
Is that a blind taste test in the other room?
Indeed it is. Did you partake of the experiment? I would like to hear your assessment of the quality of each sample, if so.
I haven't yet.
Don't wait so long the meat rots. Then I won't be able to trust your answers.
Meat starts to rot pretty much as soon as the animal dies, but sure. Another moment, please. Can I, analyze it somehow? A can of Boston baked beans, but something's different. Poison deals damage over time and reduces personality attributes. Does not apply to auto-mechanicals. Does this smell funny to you? Well, I'm not eating it. Where does this elevator go? Welcome, King. How may the system assist you today? If you would like to terminate a personnel's probationary period, please select the corresponding personnel file after entering your password. Personnel files. All files have been terminated. Personal files. Who would have thought it, am I right? Whole factory, ripe for the taking. None the wiser, save for me. And now the king, I reckon, who is also me but different. Better. I know it ain't wise to be so fanciful. But it grows so lonely. Just me and the pigs. And the machinery. And now the king. The others will come soon, though. To work for me. The laborers. Got to start small, but then we'll build, and we'll feed, and we'll feed, and we'll feed. The king can scarcely believe how how awful fine it's all gone. I came from nothing, but now I am a self-made man. Rich in meat and money beyond what one can believe. Power and privacy are mine. Everything I ought ever to desire is mine except for, and the king, he may not have been with me from the beginning, but he was the first to arrive. He kept me from being alone. That is for true. Don't think I could forget nor escape that fact. Think I got it. Any personnel, and I don't care if they be a line worker or the janitor or a star's damned Cystypig, we shall tell them to call the king by his rightful moniker. And do it properly. None of this slaughterhouse Clive pig shit, or I will show them a slaughter they won't ever forget. Did I make myself clear enough? Yes. Marvelous. That ought to do it. Oh, Clive.
Why do you yet linger? I don't suppose you wish to join me for a meal.
Sublight sent me to kill you. What do you think about that?
By Sublight, you mean Catherine, do you not? That greedy, star-crossed sow. Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate with coveters. How about you bring me Catherine's severed head, and I will gift you a lifetime supply of Borst.
I really don't want your Borst. Pretty sure I'm going to kill you, but just out of curiosity, what if you two partnered up? Two great empires combined.
You desire that I should lower myself to Catherine's level of crassness and filth? I cannot fathom how that would cotton myself. The king built this golden monopoly brick by brick from the rubble when the corpse abandoned Monarch. No, he ain't the sort to partner up, as that requires the sharing of power and profits.
Oh, come on, Catherine's a swell lady and a fine business partner.
According to whom? No, I don't see the advantage to me. Besides, didn't anyone tell you? The king don't bow to demands, nor stoop to negotiations, friend.
Do you think I don't recognize human remains? Those aren't Cystypig parts.
You think to blackmail me? Try it. The king will grind you to bone spurs and toenails.
Yeah, whatever, never mind.
Never mind? Never I should mind? I will never you right up your dark... I mean... Alright, yes. Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate with coveters. How about you bring me Catherine's severed head, and I will gift you a lifetime supply of Borst.
How about you choke on your lifetime supply of Borst?
Piss, and I had hoped it might not come to this.
With us?
Well, that's another monarch cannibal taken care of. Now if you guys wouldn't mind helping, we need to get back to the ship and throw out any Borstwurst we have there.